what you need, tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the disturbed. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long. On third down, Drake. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. On play action, now Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brown, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stop your whining.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Oh, he's thinking end zone for it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Drake, and an alley to run.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 13. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
On first down, Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
24 is the mark.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
We got 4. Check 26, check 26. Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
Murray now on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Demario Davis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Crunch time, defense. 24.
To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tight ends right. 24.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Running, it's Drake, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Breeze. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Breeze now. And brought in by the tight end Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Breeze. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Walk tight. Walk tight. Tight.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Sack City, baby.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they get
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
24 is the mark.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Able to find Isabella. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchdown. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
21, 53.
To throw is Breeze. He finds his target. It's Evans. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Watch tight end. Hey. 24 is the mic. Danny.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Escape, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Murray going to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
What we got?
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Fitzgerald. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th, and on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
8-yard pickup. And the Cardinal first down.
Let's go. I'm coming after you.
Now on first down, Drake again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. The pass complete. It's Bird. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Demir Bird, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Drake will start the drive on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 4 down. 47 right.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Drake. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Use that tight right there. Wide, get wide. Watch the safety creep.
On 3rd down, it's Drake. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Cardinals.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Drake. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Murray. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign in Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Right back to Drake. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On third down. It's Drake. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Well, we know the crowd is absolutely stunned by what we just saw there. Forget I'm stunned. I have to believe that you are as well. When they finally get their legs back under them, they'll head to the exits, and I think they'll probably be muttering a few choice words along the way, too. How did that happen?
I don't know. They certainly thought overtime was on the horizon, bracing for overtime. We were, too, and we may want to wait a little bit before heading for the exits, let that parking lot clear out a bit.
Maybe there's a later flight we can catch.
That might be a good idea. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis